it's pretty much blocked off the second wall. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm gonna lose no matter what. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to be testing a new model. This model was just released about 2 or 3 hours ago. I downloaded it and everything, and it's running on vLLM. It is Laguna S 2.1 by Poolside team, and this is American-based model. So I want to test it out, and it's one of the larger models, so 118 million parameters, and it's the benchmarking that they did is pretty top notch. First time I loaded this model took about 7.5 minutes, and so these are some of the benchmarks that they're showing. It's ranking up there, and it's running locally right now on my DGX Spark, and everything, running locally, no API cost. And I'll just go through some of these benchmarks that they're going through. It's ranking number 11, which is pretty amazing, with a score of 70.2. So a lot. I mean, any of these other ones, I don't think DGX Spark can just run it locally. This is 295 billion parameter model, and then these are all closed source. So that's pretty amazing that it's beating some of these 428 billion parameter model, 160. We'll run some tests and see how it does. So this is where you want to be, but it's I mean, it's pretty amazing that you can run this locally and still be still get a score of like about 70, 75-ish, and 100 billion parameters. Ranking all of these, it's ranking pretty high up there. And I believe I was reading that they trained this model in about only 60 days, which is pretty amazing. And it's running, and they talk about this later on too, but this is just the limitations they're talking about in general. Context window. I am loading it up at about 65,000 context window. It's currently loading in the background, so I'm just going through this, and then we can hop on for the testing. Yeah, right here. So right here, just on NVIDIA DGX Spark, you can run this. I tested it a little bit. It looks pretty good. And yeah, 3 models in 3 months. That's pretty amazing. That these guys are based in San Francisco and US based. So we need more US based. We have Gemma 4, but Laguna S 2.1. Pretty excited to, and I downloaded it right from Hugging Face, and yeah. So Poolside, these let's see how these guys did. I will be back shortly after the model is loaded up, and we'll do some testing. Okay, here we are. We are ready to do some testing. I'm going to pull up the first test. We can select the test here. First test we'll do is instruction follow. It has 15 different tests. It will run through each test using that model, and we will track some on the dashboard. We'll track some benchmarks, and we can inspect each one of the tests after it is done. So I'm going to run it now, and let's have it run through all these tests. While it's doing all these tests, we'll go to the dashboard. It's keeping a track of the tokens per second, total tokens, input tokens, output tokens, how long it ran for each test, and then right here, this is the combined total score for the model. So far, it's 2 partial tests, 2 failed, 5 passes, 3 partial, 4 partials now, and it's keeping a track, keeping a score. So a scorecard there, And then on the bottom, I have a API pricing. So all the testing that we do today, it will tell us the cost that it would have cost us if we were to do the same testing with GPT 5.6, Soul, all the different models that are listed here. And it's going to keep a track of all the testing. And then at the end of the video, we'll go through this to see, we'll see the total cost. And looks like the first test is done. So we'll go add another tab. We'll go to the reasoning test, and then we'll open this one and then run this one. And go, if you go back, now this particular one is just for this reasoning total. So it has 2 pass, 1 fail, and now this is like the overall score. So I will run these tests right now, and I will be back. So there's about 1, 2, 3, 4 more tests, and after each test is done, I will be back and kind of show you what's going on, and then we can do the next test. Okay, so the math reasoning test is still going on. It did, let's see, it did fail at least 3 of them here, and we can go through them and see why it failed or what happened. Yeah, so the reason why it failed is basically the model was given some instructions to follow, and it did not follow those instructions, and 2 out of the 4 lines it was told to write, it did not write them correctly, and so hence the instruction follow test was failed. And then we can take a look at this one. This one is ordering from prompt, provided data, user, list exactly 5 entries in the format name, weight. Okay, so let's see, 2 out of the 5s were passed, so 40%, so it definitely failed. Every item matches name, every pair appears exactly as given in the at least 1 selected item under 1 kg. So yeah, instruction follow. I mean, it overall did a pretty good job. This one, it didn't pass or fail, but it got 80%, which is good. And so, okay, let's check the math one. And same thing, there's 3 that it failed. So let's go to the next one, structure output, and we can select this one and run it. And while it does that, we can take a look at the failed ones here. What did it? Oh, it got a 30% on this one. Oh wow, yikes. So failed on that one. Reasoning, so it was looking at math, equation, trying to solve a problem. Same thing probably on this one. What did it get? Let's go to the bottom here. Oh my goodness, it got a 0. Failed all of them. But we can check back here on the dashboard. Overall score is so far is 76.3. Total tokens 13,000. Context window is 65,536, and the cost is building up, but I mean, it's not that much. It's like some pennies here and there for some of these models. Fable 5 is at 34 cents. All right, so let's look at this one, structured output. Okay, so pretty much passed everything. Some of these are low scores, but 83. Okay, I mean, it's in the 80s. Let's see, this one 83 again. This one is validation result, partial. This one's also 83. Okay, so I did a good job with this one, structured output. So, I mean, it's showing you some real world examples. Does this model follow instructions? How good is it with the math, structured outputs? What is it putting out for you to take a look at? Here's data extract. So let's do this test. And then let's see what happens. I will be back after this test is done. We'll run another test after that. And then I have a special test that I built for this BenchLocal app. That test is going to show us some visual examples. So this is just, kind of in the background, it's doing its thing and it's passing or failing. And but we do want to see something visual from this model. So we'll see when we run those tests what the outputs look like. All right, I am back. Looks like, I mean, it's doing a fairly good job. Yeah, a really good job with data extract. Only one failed, and let's see what it got. This looks like a fairly large test. It's giving it a problem, and let's see what the score is. 59. So, it's all right, I guess. When you look at overall, the model is doing a pretty good job. It's running fully locally on the DGX, and it was just released as a brand new model. So far, the score is up to 84. So this model is doing a pretty good job, and we can run this last test before we do the visual test. So let's run this one, and I will be back once we're ready to run the visual test. All right, I thought I'd just go through some of these. This is the bug find test, and you can read the names. I mean, off by one, Python loop, some of these, all of these tests, it did a really good job. This one's the JavaScript equality trap, and then, yeah, passed all of them, except for this one, JavaScript. Apparently it was missing something in there, and it did not find that, and it only scored 40 on this one. And it's still running through this. I will wait for it to finish up, and then we can do the visual test, which is really good. So you guys will see that it will create 3 apps. One will be browser, like a Flappy Bird type of game. Another one's going to be a calculator, and then a expense tracker. So I usually run those tests for all of the models that I test, and let's see how it does. I will be back. This test is almost done, and then we can run the visual test after that. Okay, we're ready for the visual test. Visual build test, Skyhopper browser game. Let's get it going. Let's go back here. We can go through this a little bit. The highest score that I saw was a 96. Structure output, that's the benchmark that got the highest score. Within 41 seconds, it was done through 15 tests. It got past 11, partial were 4, and it's going through the visual one right now. This one takes a little bit longer, so I will have to stop the video, and then I can come back. And then so far, this one has, I think, yeah, this one's the lowest, so it's at 72. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other one right now. So 72 math reasoning, that's where the model kind of, takes a little bit of a dip. And so far, the overall score is 85.5, 85.6. Total tokens used, 42,000, and going up. And yeah, we can look at the cost as well. The cost right now, if you were to do all of these tests, would only cost you about $1 on Claude Fable. But I thought this would be interesting to keep in the video. You can kind of see, like, if you're running everything locally, how much money would you save? And I mean, these are just quick tests. But let's say you're using your DGX all day long, and you have a local model running on there. This cost is going to build up, especially for Fable 5 and some of these really expensive models. So yeah, I mean, I have a separate tracker that I'm keeping. Basically, I'm on my DGX to keep track of all the tokens I've used, and then I'm keeping a track of like how much money I've saved if I've just using everything locally, using only the local models. And I can go through that. If somebody wants to see a video on that, I can go through that. And yeah, I will be back once this test is close to finish and we can test something, and we can go through them and test the apps out. So I will be right back. All right, it just got done. Let's look at the tests, what it did. All right, start game. Start game. Okay. Yeah, it's not starting. Pause. Restart. Oh, restart starts the game. Okay. Oh. So restart starts the game. Okay, start does not start the game. Pause. Let's see if your pause works. Okay, pause works. Okay. And spacebar works. We can restart. We can pause. but start does not start the game. And it's pretty much blocked off the second wall. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm gonna lose no matter what. There we go. Okay. All right. On to the next test. This one, it did not pass fully, partially passed. Okay. Let's try to add something. 10. Let me try to see if I can full screen this. 10 minus 8. Oh, okay. No, that's not working. So 10 minus 8 is not working. 5 times 3. Nope. Okay, that's why it is partial. And yeah, these buttons are not working. I mean, they are working, like you can select them, but nothing happens. Like you can do 5 times 5, it just does 55. So that one, not so good. All right, on to the last test. This is the budget tracker. We can add something like internet amount, let's say like 150, and put in other expense, add. Let's see if it adds. So 25. Nope, it's not adding. It's not adding down here either. Maybe, okay, we can select a different date. Add income. Nope, nothing. It does not add, or so this button is not working. Can we delete one of these? Okay, we can delete them. Restore. Can we restore? Nope, we can delete all of these. And can we restore? No, we can't. Okay. All right, there you have it. These are the tests. So we can go back to our dashboard. The final score for this model is 85.5, which is really good. It's running fully locally on the DGX, no API costs. We went through 152,405 tokens. Input tokens 131,000, output is 20,000, almost 20,500. We did 78 tests, and then it passed 53. Partials were 17, and then 8 failed. And then we can look at the cost. So if you did same testing on Fable, it would be $2.34. Same testing on GPT 5.6 Sol, $1.27, and then it's only 7 cents on DeepSeek. Yeah, or even 2 cents on Flash, DeepSeek Flash. So there you have it. These are all the tests. It's a brand new model. It's running fully locally. It's really amazing. I love it. It got a really good score, and I mean, I think, and it's American based, so, and we need more competition with the Chinese models. So really amazing. Really love the score. I probably will use it now daily for my other work that I do. And thank you for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one. See you guys.